welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here if you're new, and thank you for coming back if you're already a subscriber. I released this book, the first book in my House of Praise series, August the 5th. I think I talked about this some in my other video, and I had planned on releasing book 2 in the series, Let Her Be Silent, September the 27th. Okay, fast forward, I wrote Let Her Be Silent in 26 or 29 days. It was crazy. And I released it August the 26th in ebook and KU. Then I released the paperback version on September 5th. Now, I'm saying that because I have a lot of numbers here to share with you. I don't think I can film my computer screen. It kind of messes up the whole, it warps the image. But if I can, I will try to share some screenshots of some kind. Published through Amazon's KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. I thought I could go into my dashboard and filter out a whole year's worth of information, and I can't. I have to do it like 3 or 4 months at a time. So I went and wrote it all down and added it all up. My nephew is up now. He's kind of grouchy, so we'll see how we can do with this video. But like I was saying, I couldn't filter out the days. I had to go through and add them up. Like I said on previous videos, I released 3 books in historical romantic suspense that was kind of spicy. I have since changed to contemporary horror, haunted house horror mainly, not a lot of gore, but some people have said it's very scary. Other people say it's not scary at all. So I guess it depends on how much you're into horror. But fade to black romance. Okay, I made the switch, I want to say June. It was either late May or early June when I unpublished all of my books and prepared to release The House's Daughter, which is the first in my House of Praise series. That's based on my experiences in purity culture. From January 30th, which was the very first day I ever published anything, January 30th, 2024 to June 1st, 2025, so maybe a month shy of a year and a half, I sold 216 copies. That is ebooks and paperbacks. I never produced an audiobook, and I never offered hardbacks for any of my books. I had 22,923 Kindle Unlimited page reads. And I made $331.35 in a year and a half of publishing and writing for hours. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I published The House's Daughter, and I have my laptop here, in the release date was August 5th, but people were already finding it in July, I think late June, maybe early July. So I am not going to, okay, I'm going to do it from June. Let me see if there's anything from June the 2nd to the 11th. 3 cents. Okay. So I'm going to do from, let's see, June 5th to the 11th, 3 cents. So when does that happen? June 10th through the 11th? 3 cents. Okay. What about June 11th to the 11th? 3 cents. Okay, so June the 11th through, let me try to get it through August the 25th. Okay. Y'all, I am blown away by these numbers. I honestly am. Like, you're seeing me in real life, real time, trying to figure this out. Like, first of all, trying to figure out how to do this. Then when something works, trying to figure out, what did I do that made this work? And how do I repeat it? How do I do it again? I'm trying to do orders now. So I need to go from June the 11th through August the 25th. And then KENP. And you see me actually trying to pull this up. I'm going to leave this in. I'm not going to edit this out. I'll also try to do screenshots if I can, if my phone will let me do that. Okay, June the 11th through August 25th. All right. Whoa. Okay. All right. So for the house's daughter, changing genres. And I don't know what I'm trying to show y'all with this. I'm trying to document it. I'm trying to figure out what I did. And I'm trying to encourage other women, especially who have kids and or full-time jobs, or homeschool. I homeschool, so I don't have a full-time job. Though I think homeschooling is a full-time job, and I babysit my nephew. So I just want to encourage women that, yeah, you might be in the middle of a very busy season, and I'm not saying like push yourself like crazy, but I'm saying that you can do it. Don't believe the, oh, you have to wait until your kids are grown. You have to wait until this. You have to wait until that. No, just start. Take little baby steps, and you'll eventually get there, you know? Okay, so I'm going to tell you these numbers. They are shocking to myself, and they're not anything like huge, crazy, but to me they are. Okay, so from June the 11th, 2025 to August the 25th, so the day before I released Let Her Be Silent, I had 55,125 page reads, 201 orders, ebook and paperback, and I made $1,078.02. Editing April here. This will show 6 books. I will share a screenshot or screen share, whatever. 2 of the books are from the House of Praise series. One is Justified, which was my first book. Then you have The Angel's Run, The Angel's Rage, that are 2 others that I unpublished, my historical romance. And then you have The Path Out, which is originally what the House of Prey was going to be. And then I changed it, got a new cover, and yeah. So that's why it shows 6 books. I'm only selling 2 of them. So yeah, I just thought I would put that in here in case you see that on the screenshots. Now, I am not going to break this down per book, though I guess I could. I'm going to break this down now to only Let Her Be Silent. No, I'm going to do The House's Daughter now. Okay, so I'm going to take it from August 25th to now, what was read on the, whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's all 6 books. I was going to say, no, that's not possible. No, my gosh, no, it's not. All right, apply. Okay, that's better. Still, oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. This blows my freaking mind. August 25th through September 8th, which is today. The House's Daughter by itself has had 56,416 page reads. So if we add those together, and pardon my math because I suck, so I'm going to try to do this holding the baby. Editing April here again. And I don't think my math sucks quite as bad as I was thinking that it did. What happened was I messed up on the screenshots, like the dates, because I took this video on the 8th, and then it was like, I don't know, like a week later that I got the screenshots, so I forgot what dates I was going by. So that's why there's such a big discrepancy in some of these numbers. My math still sucks, but I'm not that bad. 3, 5, 11, and 11. 111,531 page reads for The House's Daughter, for the first book in this series. Now I'm going to filter out to just Let Her Be Silent from its release date, which was August the, wait a minute, he's moving my microphone. Can we sit down, sweetie? Shake the whole table here. Hopefully I'm still in frame. If I'm not, just bear with me because I don't want to film this again. This is like the 3rd time I've tried to take this video. Seriously. I recorded 2 other videos and I had to, like, well, actually I lost bits of them somehow. it was a whole thing. So I'm starting all over again to try to share these numbers with y'all. I was doing it more in real time and I lost the data. So anyways, Let Her Be Silent, since its release August 26th, has had 34,195 KU page reads. And let's see if I cover, can I cover the whole thing? So from June the 11th through September the 8th for all the books, for both books. I'm not going to put all of them because, I mean, I could because they're oh my gosh, they're unpublished anyways, but I've had 140,537 page reads. All total, I have had, it's okay, 368 orders. So ebooks and paperback orders. I have made in that time from June the 11th, which was prior to the House's Daughter release, to September 8th, which is today, covering both these books releases. I have made $2,088.74. That being said, I do not know what I'm doing to actually sell these books. I'm very, very thankful. All right, I don't know what I'm doing, really. I kind of have an idea to sell this book. And like, do I want to give advice? Yes. Do I feel qualified to give advice? No. The numbers say I'm doing something right, but I haven't yet figured out what that is exactly. I do know that I have a really good hook for my books. So people who have lived through purity culture, IBLP, some conservative Catholicism, a lot of those like Amish Mennonite upbringing, a lot of those types of churches, they find my content relatable and then they want to read my book because they're like, oh, she turned this into horror. That's a great idea. My boys came in and they got the baby because he did not want to sit with me. He was rather play with his cousins. So that kind of derailed my train of thought. But anyway, I was saying that, yeah, I have a really good hook. That's what it was. So the way that I share my books on social media, I share a relatable circumstance, experience that happened to me in my purity culture days. Some of my most viral content has come from, I want to say controversial, but it's not necessarily controversial because it's not something that I'm sharing. Well, I mean, people do argue, but it's like they argue off of stuff people have said in the comments, not so much about my actual content. Like, I've had a few, especially on Facebook. It's a whole different ballgame on Facebook. And I may have said that on one of my videos, or I may have just said that on one of the videos that ended up getting deleted. But one of my most viral posts have been, let's see, I've had several, but they're usually, like this one did pretty good. What was the doily on my head for? So growing up in a cult-like upbringing, and I'll try to put a picture here. I used to wear a doily on my head. Anyways, I share a video of that and talk about like what it was for, what it, signified. It has 448,843 views on Instagram. Once I go through all of that, this was a text on screen video, and I'll try to put up like a screen recording or whatever I can figure out to show you the actual reel. Then at the end, I hold my book up and say, that's why I turned purity culture into horror novels. And those kind of reels seem to do really well. I have recently been doing some where I'm actually talking to the camera, and I'm enjoying that because like I feel like my readers can get a feel for who I am as a person better than just text on screen and old pictures of myself. And I'm uncomfortable doing them because I like YouTube. I've always liked YouTube, but I'm really nervous. Like, I'm not really nervous. I don't know how to put the word, but I'm learning how to do short form content, talking head videos instead of text on screen. And I have avoided it, first of all, because it makes me uncomfortable. Secondly, because I haven't seen my videos perform well when they don't have text on screen. Like when I'm talking, it's just like it doesn't perform. So lately, my views have been okay. So the last text on screen video I did on Instagram before I tried a talking head video is at 28,705 views. And my first talking head video is at 6,696 views. And then I'm comparing talking head right now with text on screen. The next text on screen, 25,847. So you can see there's a definite difference. But then I shared a more personal experience. And that's at 16,775 views, a talking head video. The last one I shared today is Monday. So I shared on Saturday. I didn't post anything on Sunday. Not because I didn't want to, it was just I was tired. And we stayed very busy. 15,879 views, a talking head video. And then you had a day's break. Today I posted this morning at like 11. It was 4 hours ago, it says. And it is right at 3. And it's at 2,326, which is very normal for my views to be about that. I am steadily getting followers, but I'm not really focused on the followers as much because I want my content to go out to reach people who might read my book. So I really don't know what I'm trying to share with this video because I really don't know exactly what I'm doing other than reaching a niche of people who haven't had a book that makes them feel seen before, as in the same way. Okay, so my views have been steadily climbing on TikTok, which I'm very happy about because I haven't been able to figure out TikTok. And I've also taken the chance to do talking head videos on there, and they're doing really well. So I haven't seen any drop off. Actually, the talking head videos maybe getting a few more views. No, they're about the same. So my average views, and I'm not going to do all the math to try to figure out the average, literal average, but I have 2,046, 7,507, 1,348, 4,269, and so on. My talking head videos are now at 1,048, 2,472, 1,625, and 1,125. I'm just going to keep posting, and hopefully something will pop off, and actually I'll get more sales from TikTok. I believe I'm getting a few, but not as many as from Instagram. So we will see. I think this is just an update. I really think it's an update. I'm running out of time, and my kids are running in and out of the living room now. But I just wanted to share how it's going with this release, and like my mind is like blown, and I'm grateful. And like I checked Goodreads. I checked my book on Goodreads the other day, and I have never, like, it has 70 ratings on Goodreads. Like I was like, I hope I can get to 50. It hung out at 30, and 30 was huge because the most I've ever had has been like 13, maybe 16 or 17 for my very first book. But I was like just shocked. I checked the stats on The House's Daughter, and 534 people have it on there to be read. And I was actually filming when I first checked this, and it had jumped from like 30 people, I think, to 252. And I cried. Like, I can't believe that. And now it's up to over 5,000. So 534 people. I can't believe that many people want to read something I wrote. It's just amazing. Let Her Be Silent is at 23 ratings on Goodreads right now. 3 reviews. I'm going to check the statistics. 11 people want to read it. So what I've seen with Let Her Be Silent is because I released it early, a lot of people just didn't catch my newsletter or my updates on social media that I was releasing it early, and they just don't know that it's released yet. And I'm expecting that after September 27th, which was the original release date, and like early October, I'm going to see a big spike in people reading Let Her Be Silent. Because I think the reads right now are from the few people who actually opened the newsletter and read it and saw that it was released early, or are really up to date on my socials, or I have actually told them in like comments on videos that, hey, it's released early. Like if they mentioned, I can't wait till September 27th. So I'm expecting a spike then. And this is not going to be a writing update. I have some things in the works that I would love to do a video on, but this is just a share with you how shocked I am that this book is like way outselling in a month. Is it a month? Yeah. What 3 books did in a year and a half. So I'm blown away, and I'm very grateful, and I'm excited, and I just don't know how to express how thankful I am that there are people out there who want to read my work. So if you made it this far and you don't mind listening to someone who doesn't know what they're doing, give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.